Well, in our Commitment 2024 coverage, we are taking a look at Congressional District 6. WVTM 13's Ian Wright walks us through what we need to know.
Well, today we're bringing you another sit-down interview with one of the candidates hoping to represent you in Congressional District 6. 3 candidates are vying for the GOP nomination in this district: Ken McPheeters, incumbent Congressman Gary Palmer, and Garrick Wilkins. Here's a look at the new map. It spans 8 counties, including parts of Jefferson County, down through Shelby, Coosa, Autauga, and Elmore counties. Today we catch up with Representative Gary Palmer, who is seeking his 6th term in Congress. I asked him about that very decision, given when he first ran in 2014, he said he would only serve 5 terms. He told me he worries about a loss of institutional knowledge in Congress. He's hopeful Republicans will control both chambers and the White House, and says there is still work to be done.
I don't know how many people come to see me and ask me to reconsider, and including people who were pretty staunch term limits folks, much to my surprise, because they understand, just like you do in any other organization, experience matters. And right now, like I said, I'm the 3rd most senior member of our Republican delegation.
On issues facing the district, the congressman says he's asked most often about addressing inflation and the border.
We've got drones, we've got aerostats, other technology that we can see into Mexico when they're staging to come across. I think we've got to significantly increase the number of Border Patrol, and I think we need to utilize K9. There's some new technology. I talked with a guy in Texas yesterday about some new technology for discovering fentanyl that is far better than anything that we've ever utilized to try to reduce as much as possible the amount of fentanyl coming across the border.
We also discussed additional funding for Ukraine. The congressman stressing that when tax dollars are spent fighting a war, there needs to be a clearly defined objective.
But there's got to be an end strategy for the war in Ukraine, and I think it's part of that responsibility rests with the Biden administration and the Pentagon, our State Department, but part of it, the bigger part of it, I think, has to come from the government of Ukraine and Russia. We got to know what that end will be and what it's going to look like.
Hey, if you're able to know that, you're fine assisting if there's an objective or a kind of a clear end goal.
Well, it depends on what it is.
On working across the aisle, the congressman pointed to past bipartisan projects like securing additional funding for the National Computer Forensics Institute in Hoover. But he also noted the 2 parties have some fundamental differences.
We're at odds on some really big things that I think affect everybody in this district's life. It will impact their ability to get a job and hold a job, to make a living, to afford their groceries, to afford their kids' education. So if there are some Democrats out there that want to work on some sensible solutions to these problems, I'm all in.
If you missed part of this interview, you can watch it now on the free WVTM 13 app. And when you get to the app, click on the Commitment 2024 section. We've put together a great voter guide for you. It goes through each candidate and has direct links to learn more about their platforms. I'm Ian Wright, WVTM 13 News.